The purpose of this video is to show you how to use Google Translate to translate text for a student. First thing we'll do is download the app. Let me find where my Google Translate is. It's a free app. Go back here to get rid of that. So once you're in here, what you can do is if you select on the arrow at the top underneath where it says, or not the arrow, I'm sorry, the folder, it will give you access to your camera. You can hold your camera up to text. You have to hold it for a second to let it grab the text. Once it grabs the text, you'll see it puts a little box. So you could either do one individual word, or what you can do is select the button at the bottom that looks like a box with dots around it, and it will translate all of that in blue, and then hit the arrow, the blue arrow, or the blue button with the white arrow up in the right hand corner, and it dumps it into here for you. The nice thing is once it's in here, we can still edit the text. So if I want to get rid of this information, because it has nothing to do with the story, and there's also a section at the bottom where I can highlight it and get rid of that. Oops, get rid of all of it for me. It's such a small window. Oops. Well, I'll just leave it there. See. So then I'm going to hit that blue button with the white arrow again, just to update my text. And now you can see that the English is at the top, and at the bottom it's the translated version that will read it.
Alice está sentado fuera con su hermana. Ella.
Stop it. You can make it you can copy it. So the two boxes on top of each other is your copy, and then you can paste it somewhere else. If I select that button, it makes it larger for the student to be able to read on their own. So if they don't need the text-to-speech and they just want to read it, they can do that. And then you also have the option of either sending it as a message, sending it as mail, sending it into notes, however you might want to do it. The one thing I would say is it probably doesn't take extremely large chunks of material on time, although I'm not really sure. The other nice thing is you could also use it for the voice. So even if you just touch the microphone and you wanted to give directions, read the story about Alice.
Leer la historia de Alice.
This gives you the ability to write. So you can write the word in, and it actually will translate it at the bottom. So you can see here where I wrote in read, I hand wrote it in, it took it and created it into text, and then it actually will read the word for you.
Read. Leer.
And then it actually gives you the dictionary, other verbs that are connected with that. If you go to favorite, you can star certain things that you might want to translate. You can also adjust the into different languages as well. So if we wanted to have the input be Mandarin instead of English, we can do that. Spanish, we can do that. Same thing for the handwriting. You can do automatic configuration. And there we go.